Hello students, your instructor here, John Mandela with another screencast. This one looking at typeface Bank Gothic. You'll notice right away how square it is. That only things that absolutely need to be rounded are rounded, like the D, because it has to have some separation from the O, which is almost a perfect square. And then the slightest curves in the S or in the R or things like that. Otherwise everything else is very square. If you look at the E, you could just add a line there to just make a perfect square. Notice how much shorter the middle arm is. The U is like the bottom of a box. The R, very boxy, that coming out. This is different than a typeface like DIN or Clavica or anything like that because it's very boxy and it's also very sharp. You look at like the S, has like these little saber teeth, I like to call them. The C has it as well. If you can find a capital C, hard to see right there, but the little saber tooth going in there. It's all very sharp. It's a very masculine typeface, and as you can see, it's all capitals and small caps. There's no lowercase. This is actually the medium version. There's a slightly lighter version, but this is pretty much what you see when you see Bank Gothic. You sometimes see heavier versions, but this is the most common way to see it. What's interesting is a few years ago, maybe even as recently as a year or two ago, someone decided to create lowercase letters for a typeface that, since its induction, has never had lowercase letters. This actually takes a typeface to a whole new realm. It might not seem like that big of a deal, but having lowercase letters allows it to exist. Not necessarily for body text, nobody wants to read a whole book of this, but maybe for a paragraph of text, and this typeface doesn't look that bad now. You can see though, the letters are still very sharp, like only rounding when absolutely necessary. I don't know if I like it, but I like the idea of trying to add some lowercase letters in there to give it more versatility. Give it versatility that it never had before. Anyway, all the samples we're going to be looking at have only the all uppercase or small cap version of the typeface. So let's take a look. This is some kind of poster or something for the Gridiron Gang, and as you can see here, everything's boxy. The only round letter at all is the D. The G is only round at the corners, otherwise it's all squared off. The width of the A, a lot of the letters are the same width on purpose, and only letters that absolutely have to be might be a little bit wider. Or letters like the I, which are much narrower, obviously. You can very easily see that it is Bank Gothic with the little saber tooth and the G, the very boxy R, and the boxy O. Another movie cover. And this one you gotta pay close attention to because the words Green Lantern Extended Cut, that is in Bank Gothic. Okay, Green Lantern and Extended Cut. Up here, triple play, Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy. This is not Bank Gothic, this is Euro style. We talk about Euro style in a video coming up. But this is Bank Gothic for sure. This one's Euro style. Look how much rounder and loopier Euro style is. Or Bank Gothic's much sharper. The E is the biggest difference, or the easiest difference, I should say. E and the R, because the E in Bank Gothic has a short arm in the middle, whereas Euro style they're all the same. And in Euro style, the R leg is just a very small curved kick out, where in Bank Gothic, it's all very boxy and angular. It's like a dagger coming out. Another example of Bank Gothic in use, this is what Chipotle used to use as a typeface in their logo and their brand. They don't anymore, but they used to, and I thought it was fantastic. Had this kind of cold, techie Mexican feel. Anyway, you can see the kick out in the very squarish R, the G and C with the saber teeth, things like that. The short arm on the E. Here's this little diner called Hamburger Union. Again, all the things that make Bank Gothic are evident here. The saber tooth on the G, the kick out on the boxy R, the fact that it's small cap, there's no lowercase letters. And the middle arm is short. And then here is a logo for, I believe this is a professional soccer team. Strikers. The S has the two saber teeth. The R is kicked out. The E, the short arm. And there you go. That's Bank Gothic.